Alright guys, now we'll be talking a little bit about the Medic update. In 2018, Google released this update and it mainly affects medical, legal, financial and tax advice giving websites. Actually, the update is towards providing quality information for the users, and this information should be trusted. That's why, if you have noticed a decline of your website's traffic during this interval of time, it's suggested to update or to include in your articles when they were being last updated. This will give a signal to Google that the page is not being abandoned, so just created and abandoned. Afterwards, you can add additional information on the owner of the website together with a photo, as well as who has created the content. And this is usually placed in the About page. It's very useful to provide a contact information so users can actually reach someone on the website. Another thing which is to disclose how the website or the company behind it makes money, either by advertising or selling products, so ensuring full transparency to the users. In this regard, if you are using infinite scrolling, it could hide away this information from the users, because the data will be loading infinitely, especially if the information is placed on the footer. So make sure that the information is visible to the users as well as to the search engines. Okay, there are a few additional steps you can take to try to update your website and to ensure the penalty will be lifted. For example, to ensure that your website or publications inside are being mentioned in some authoritative newspapers or blogs or big websites. If you're writing scientific information, make sure whenever possible to link to studies which will back up the information. Another thing is whenever you receive some negative complaint, make sure that you address it, both if it's, for example, in your comment section on your website, or if it's from another external website. Just be polite and act professionally in this regard towards the accusations. And finally, if you have, for example, a website and a blog, and you're trying via the blog to promote your website's products, due to this update, it's recommended to define the main purpose of your website. And this means that if you have too many links towards your e-commerce website from your blog, it's good to limit them. At some point, it's even better to separate the linking between the informational part, which will be probably your blog, and the revenue generating part, or the e-commerce part, which will be your online e-commerce shop. That's for now, guys. If you like the information, you can subscribe to the channel.